Zane Smith takes the outside lane to his left. Ty Majeski. Here we go. 150 laps on the dirt at Bristol.
3 wide, first turn. That's Bristol dirt, isn't it, baby? Look at Haley digging in that 13 truck.
How about Majeski grabs the lead from Zane Smith?
A parade of Fords leading the way here at Bristol early.
3 of them from Thor Sport.
Oh,
Trouble
no.
early.
Mason Massey is the first one I saw spinning, but there's the 99 Ben Rhodes.
Last year's winner.
Stephen Parsons with a lot of damage. I think his night is done on that 20 truck.
Dean Thompson, the 5, following him. Mason's going to jump to the high side. He's actually going to go around.
Look at Ben. Lock him down. Lock him down.
Trying to get stopped. There's Hocevar going by on the inside.
And you can see Gray and Parsons both suffer the same fate.
Committed to the bottom, and because Ben was in the middle of the racetrack, there really wasn't any room.
Carpenter tried to drive through, just not a big enough hole. And mark this point in the race for both the 99 of Ben Rhodes and the 42 of Carson Hocevar. Close calls. If they can come back later, their ability to avoid a big problem here will be huge.
Very little damage to Ben Rhodes' truck.
And look at Carpenter. So close to making his way through and just ripped off that left front fender. You can't just change directions on dirt. I mean, it's hard to do it on asphalt at times, but you can't just whip it the other way.
But as you guys said, not where he wanted to be. They've made some adjustments, and the 51 making an early splash.
Yeah, Brian Patty's moved over there from the Cup Series to crew chief that 51 truck. Already went to victory lane this year with Kyle.
Haley's down on the bottom, losing some ground. She decides she'll move up to the middle. She saw what William was able to do.
Second caution of the night. Chris Wright is there. Tyler Ankrum, who we saw on pit road earlier.
Timmy Hill.
Timmy's going to be able to drive away.
Get it back to us here.
A lot of damage to Ankrum's truck.
Carnage. Logano just jumps out to such a big lead on the restart, and then Majeski's able to reel him in, but just too big of a deficit to overcome.
Joey Logano started on the pole last year, finished 6th. He wins the opening stage in 2023. It's the Bristol Dirt Race for the Craftsman Truck Series.
Is that Hocevar really smoking right there?
It is, yes. Caden Honeycutt said it's about to get good. I'm sure our in-race reporter knows what he's talking about. Gray to Benedetto on the front row.
Look at that move by Logano. We talked about how strong he is on these restarts. Already to the outside.
Honeycutt going with him.
That's a great plan. Brett Holmes hanging well.
Yeah, top 3 trucks, as we talked about, stayed out.
Well, he races a lot at Millbridge, too. He has a micro that he races at Millbridge. He's won over there before, so he gets a little bit of dirt experience.
Ben Rhodes hanging on in the 99.
Needed a little space and didn't get it. And look at Corey Heim. He's been fast all night. He's getting himself into the action.
Swept the stages, won the race. Last year, Ben Rhodes won stage 1, stage 2, went on to capture the checkered flag. The suite tonight is going to go to the man that won the Cup title last year. Joey Logano wins our 2nd stage. Majeski 2nd, Byron 3rd, Friesen finishes 4th. DiBenedetto, who's going to have to pit here, played strategy, was 5th. Tanner Gray, Matt Crafton, Zane Smith, Chase Briscoe, Brett Holmes, the top 10. Logano up front with his teammate Ty Majeski. Watch Matt Crafton coming from row 2 with William Byron.
And look at Chase Briscoe up into the mix as well. And that red 22 truck right behind bright yellow Crafton 88.
I keep getting Friesen and Briscoe confused. The red 52, the red 22. And they're both racing right there together. Josh?
Hey guys, so remember, Chase Briscoe was actually racing with the left middle finger that he broke when he was doing some dirt late model racing, and we got a wreck on the track, guys.
Caution number 8, giving praise to Chase Purdy. He's involved. 19 of Christian Eckes.
I think Zane was involved as well in the 38 truck.
Not a lot of damage on the 4 truck of Purdy. He's able to drive away. See some sheet metal damage on the bottom. Something's wrong with the right front of that truck. Looks like it hung in the ground.
Keep an eye on the 38 here of Zane.
Oh, Zane got in the corner a little bit better. Did Purdy have a problem on entry there? He let off pretty early.
I'm not sure. I think too early. Zane didn't think he was going to let off that early. And then you see Christian came in with nowhere to go. And he runs into Zane.
Look at Caden Cunningham. Wow, Caden barely got to the bottom.
DiBenedetto did a really nice job as well.
It's weird looking. He let off about the same. It looked like you saw the fire come out of the pipe, and they both let off about the same point of the track. But Zane didn't expect the Ford truck to slow that much, and he just got ate up on the right side by Eckes. I'd be surprised if it didn't mess up that suspension on that 38 truck. As you see the guys just barely slipping by on the bottom.
Yeah, Chase may have backed off a touch early, but it didn't look like it was very noticeable. But Christian came by with nowhere to go when Zane turned sideways right in front of him.
Joey Logano has been perfect on restarts. In fact, he's dominated that aspect of the race.
And he's drugged the second place truck on the outside with him because he goes so fast, they just go with him.
Half, clear by half. Take it.
Take it. That's what a driver likes to hear, isn't it?
Majeski got a little bit of an assist there, didn't he? A little shove in the tail end of Joey Logano, pushed him out front. Logano off of turn 4 continues to lead. It's our Craftsman 20 to go at Bristol.
William Byron hanging right in there with Majeski side by side.
Oh, Ben overcooked it.
Ben rode sideways trying to hang on, and we get another caution. Stewart Friesen a part of that, so was Carson Hocevar.
Yeah, Ben's been hanging that thing out all night long, and he just overstepped the limits.
It was just a matter of Ben just losing it.
And bam.
Yeah, it was Friesen.
Corey Heim, Carson Hocevar. You see Jake Garcia doing a nice job avoiding that mess.
Carson gets rolling again. Took Ben and Stewart a while to get going.
That could be terminal for Stewart's chances to have a good finish. I think there's a lot of damage on both front tires on that truck.
And lost all the track position as
Yeah.
well. And we still have 24 trucks on the lead lap right now, with only 18 laps to go.
Yeah, Friesen, frustrated, appeared to be not happy with Rhodes. Is that just frustration? Because, I mean, that's just hard racing at that stage.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's frustration. You know, a guy spins out in front of you. You're like, what the heck? Keep your truck pointed in the right direction.
Front row here is going to be Logano, Majeski. Byron lines up behind Logano. Inside of row 2, Grant Enfinger. 9 laps remaining at Bristol.
Nice jump for Majeski there on the bottom. That's the closest we've seen anybody get to Logano by turn 1.
And he clears him.
Little contact maybe, starting
Well,
to see
quite.
a little rain falling. Could have a dramatic run to the checkers here.
Cleared that second row anyway.
It's a Bristol beatdown. Joey Logano dominates and wins it on the dirt at Thunder Valley.
Good job.
Majeski, average running position tonight, 2.4.
Great top 10 for Tanner Gray.
He was strong all night.
Sure was.